At 10:40 tomorrow morning, Sunday worship comes from St Michael's Parish Church, Amersham, and it's presented by the Reverend Raymond Short with a choir from Dr Challoner's Grammar School and also the actress Gwen Watford. That's tomorrow at 10:40. Now on BBC One, we join a positively festive-looking Michael Fish for the weather.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, I just, of course, had to wear my Christmas present, didn't I? Not all that appropriate, as a matter of fact. We're not expecting thunder, snow, or much in the way of sunshine, but I'll get onto the forecast in a minute. Let's first of all look back at the state of play as it was a couple of hours ago, and as a matter of fact, you can see it's quite a familiar picture, but I suppose a fairly pleasant picture for a Christmas day, because we have a run of very mild southwesterly winds right across the country. But just sneaking onto the top of your picture, you'll see there's a cold front, and that will be bringing rain to many northern parts before the day's out, and then somewhat clearer weather down across the rest of the country during the course of tonight. But of course what that doesn't show is that further out to the west there is a small wave depression on that cold front, and that may well bring some further outbreaks of rain to many parts of the country during the course of tomorrow before we find showery weather and cooler weather coming along again. So the detail on today now, first of all we can look at England and Wales. Well, here it looks as if it's going to be, well, a day rather like yesterday, a sort of grey, dull, rather miserable day in many parts of the country, although just here and there I think you'll find there will be a chink of brightness, and at least if nothing else it will stay dry in most parts, just a little bit of dampness or a little drizzle in the wind, and of course very mild, 11 centigrade being 52 Fahrenheit, a fairly gentle breeze as well. Over Scotland and Northern Ireland there is rather more wind picking up, and although there too there is some brightness at the moment, the cloud is thickening all the time as that front approaches from the northwest, and it won't be long before the light rain and drizzle in the more western parts is replaced by some heavier and more persistent rain. And then I think during the course of the afternoon and into the first part of the evening you will find outbreaks of rain working their way right down across Scotland and into Northern Ireland, although perhaps before the afternoon's out the rain being replaced in the northwest there by somewhat brighter weather, with maybe a glimpse of sun before the end of the afternoon and a few showers mixed in to go with it. And then moving on to this evening and tonight, we're going to find that belt of cloud and rain working its way very gradually, I think, down across the country, so that eventually by the end of the night we'll find it coming down towards these southern parts where most of the night will be cloudy and very mild, the temperature not dropping below about 9 degrees centigrade. But in these more northern areas, first of all in Scotland and Northern Ireland, your rain early on this evening will be replaced by clearer weather with just a few showers, and then later on in the night many of these other northern parts tending to clear up, and as the skies break and the temperatures fall you might find a little bit of mistiness around before the end of the night. And then, as I said, the outlook for tomorrow is some cloud and perhaps further rain.